everyone, welcome to my channel if you're new, or welcome back if you're not. So today's video is going to be a tutorial on this makeup look right here, which is inspired by Jennifer Lopez's look on the red carpet for the People's Choice Awards. So I say inspired by it because although I did completely base it off her look, I obviously used different products, number one, and my face is completely different, number two. So it's going to look different on me, but this is just my interpretation of her look on myself using what I have available to me. If you are interested in the products that she was wearing on the red carpet, I will have those listed on my blog, and I'll have that blog post linked directly down below in the description box. And I'll also have pictures of her original look, I'll have pictures of my finished look, and I'll have a list of all the products I used as well. So if you are interested in any of those details, do check out that blog post down below. But anyway, if you'd like to see how to get the look, then just keep watching. So we're starting with a brow. So we're starting with the brow, and as you can see, I've already done one side. JLo's brows are thicker than mine. I'm starting with the Anastasia Brow Wiz in medium brown. And I'm just going to start by tracing out the shape. So I've sketched out the outline, I've given myself a little bit extra width, and then I tend to round my arch when I'm filling in my own brows, but JLo has a little bit more of an angle to her arch, so I've tried to keep that a little bit sharper. Then I'm just going to run a little bit of that pencil through the body of the brow. And I'm then taking a little bit of number 12 brow gel from Inglot and just popping that over the body of the brow just to stop it becoming too dark. JLo's hair is lighter than mine and her brows are much lighter than mine. So I won't be matching them exactly, but I just don't want to go too dark with the brows. So I'm just popping the 12 over the top, which is quite a light brown and it'll be more suited for blondes. Just to take down a little bit of the darkness. It's still going to be a dark brown because that's my natural colouring. But just to control it a little bit. And then finally I'm taking a brow gel. This one is from e.l.f. actually. It's the e.l.f. Treat and Tame brow gel. There's a clear one on this side and a coloured one on this side, just to give a bit of texture to the brow and also to stop it becoming too greyish with that number 12 brow gel. This one is a lot warmer, so it's just going to add a little bit of warmth back into the brow and mainly texture. So I'm going to brush the front up, and it just gives the effect of a fluffier brow with more hair. So then we're moving on to the shadow, and I've already applied some of MAC's Soft Ochre Paint Pot just to act as a base and even out the skin tone. So on the eye, JLo has some warm burgundy shade, so I'm going to use a warmer transition colour. So I'm taking a little bit of this peach from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to work that above the crease and around the eye, so that when we apply those kind of burgundy red undertoned shades, it has this to blend out into. Then in the same palette, I'm taking this dark red tone shadow, and that's going into the crease and around the eye again, and making sure to blend out. And her crease colour slightly came out. It didn't wing right out, but it just was blended out in that kind of shape. And it also came a little bit further in on the inside, so going in towards the nose. I'm also going to buff that under the eye. I feel like the colour is a little bit strong, so I'm just taming it down by taking a fluffy brush and this light yellow toned eyeshadow right there, and just buffing it over, starting from the top down, just buffing it over slightly just to soften it and diffuse it a little bit. So then I'm going to apply some highlight to the brow, and she definitely has a shimmery highlight and it's a slightly golden shade. So I've been looking at a few different golds, and I'm going to try out MAC's Solar White. It looks kind of white there, but it comes out with a goldy sheen to it. So I'm just taking that on a pencil brush, pop that under the brow. And as I'm blending, I'm pulling it out towards the tail and also down, but lightening the pressure of my hand so that it fades out. So onto the lid, I'm going to take that light yellowy creamy shade, and I'm just going to pop that all over first, just to give me a nice bright base. And then I'm going to take some of this Primavera shade from the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. It's a nice light gold shade. And I'm going to pop that in the inner corner. And also pull it up onto the lid. So I brought that about halfway into the lid. I'm then going to switch to a darker gold, which is this one here from the Lorac Pro palette. And I'm going to pop that onto the outer half of the lid. So for liner, I'm going to take a black pencil. This is Urban Decay's Perversion, and I'm going to line my waterlines and lash lines all around the eye. So I'm then just taking a little smudger brush and this brown Cypress Umber, and I'm just going to start smoking that out on the top lash line. So we're just going above the black, and then I'm going to go back over with a little bit of black to darken the lash roots. But I'm just thickening it and smudging it out. Good boy, Minty. So I've made it thicker on the outside and kept it thinner on the inside so that you can see more of that gold on the inner corner. So next I'm curling my lashes and applying some mascara. Now before I apply falsies, I'm actually just going to take a little bit more black on the little smudger brush and darken the lash roots as I said I would. So for the lashes, it looks like JLo has a nice long but full set of lashes on. So what I've done is I've stacked 2 pairs of 14s from Inglot, which normally look like this, if you can see them. They're quite long, but they're thin. So I've stacked 2 of them together to give them more volume. So now they look more like that. They have the same length, but they're just that bit thicker. So I'm going to apply those and I'll be right back. So these are the lashes on, and as you can see, it really changes the look. It adds a little bit of drama and makes it that bit more glamorous. So we're going to zoom out and go onto the face. So I have already started with some foundation on, so I'm going to go on to concealer. So I'm taking the Maybelline Age Rewind in number 50. And I'm going to use that as like a highlight. So I'm going to take it from the under eye down towards the cheek and then up to the cheekbone. I'm also just going to take a little bit of that down the center of the nose and just pull it up onto the forehead and just above the brows. A little bit above the top lip and a little bit in the center of the chin. Then I'm going to take the brush that I used for foundation and buff over those areas to blend it in. And for the under eye area, I'm using quick little patting motions, so I'm not swiping the product around because I don't want to lose any of that coverage. And then to set that, I'm taking a translucent powder. I'm just using Rimmel's Stay Matte press powder. I'm just pressing that on over the concealer. And then everywhere else, I'm going to use my Studio Fix, which I need a new one of badly. Studio Fix powder in NC30, and I'm going to pop that everywhere else that hasn't been set. Then for bronzer, I'm taking the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. On a large brush, I'm just gonna bronze the face to add colour. JLo is a good bit darker than me, so I'm gonna try and bring up the colouring a little bit. So I've used it to bronze, but also then I basically just used it like a setting powder nearly, except for anywhere I was highlighting. So I concentrated in my normal bronzing areas and then just dusted it, and then dusted it basically the rest of the face except anywhere I was highlighting. So I'm also going to take it down the neck, and then I'm taking a little fluffy angled shadow brush like this, taking a little bit of the bronzer on it, and I'm just going to use that as a nose contour. Because JLo definitely had some of that going on in her look. So then as more of a contour, I'm going to take MAC's Harmony blush, it actually is. It looks like that. And I'm just going to concentrate it in those same areas. Just to give me a darker shadow. Then for a little bit of blush, I'm taking Sleek's Suede blush, one of my all-time favorites. That's going on the apple of the cheek and blending back. Then for a highlight, I'm going for Becca's Champagne Pop Shimmering Skin Perfector. Just gonna brush the excess then just up over the brow arches. Not very concentrated or anything, just whatever's left on the brush. Okay, then for the lip, she has like a warm brown glossy lip, so we're just gonna try something. I'm taking Revlon's Nude Colour Stay Lip Liner. Nope, that's too pink. So I'm gonna go for Kiko's 301 Precision Lip Pencil. And just line my lips with that. I'm not going to overdraw as I normally would, because JLo's lips are smaller than mine, so hers are overdrawn, but it just kind of evens it out. So if I overdraw mine, they look way bigger. So I've just lined my lips with that. Now if I had an even warmer pencil, I would have gone for that. The lip pencil, once you zoom in on her, looks to have more of like an orangey underbase to it. It's a brown with an orange undertone, I should say, rather than a brown with a pinky undertone or a brown with a grey undertone. But I think this will do. And then I'm going to take this Collection Cream Puff Lip Cream in Angel Delight. And then I'm just going to blend the pencil in a little bit more. So kind of thickening the line and fading it into the lip colour. And then I'm going to blot and apply this lip gloss from Rimmel. It's the Oh My Gloss in Non-Stop Glamour. And apply a good lash of that. And so then that is the look done. So we'll zoom in and give you a last close-up of the eyes. So that is it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give a thumbs up by clicking the like button that's down below, and also subscribe while you're here. I'm currently doing what I'm calling Janbeautary, where I'm posting a beauty video every single day throughout January, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out. Thanks again so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye guys.